Hi, thanks for watching. Andy here with a look at the astrology for today, Tuesday the 12th of June 2018. Sorry I missed yesterday, more about that later, everything's fine. The moon entered Taurus on Sunday and we've had that Taurus influence for the last couple of days. It's been a good time for a complete rest and some people have needed that in particular. In fact, Geordie, you mentioned that yesterday. I hope you got a good rest and I hope it's helped some. We have the moon in Gemini now. It entered Gemini about 2 minutes ago. I'm doing this at 7:55 a.m. UTC +1 GMT +1 in Britain, and the moon has just this minute, well, 2 minutes ago, entered Gemini. So things have changed. It's a bit more sociable. Not so easy to be having a rest, quite honestly, because things are changeable, and just as you think you know which way things are going, the chances are they'll go the other way. Gemini, it's a lovely positive sign actually, and the moon in Gemini is no bad thing if you ask me. People are a lot more friendly as a rule. People tend to be cheerful as well, less sort of down in the dumpsness, and the reason people are more cheerful is they're that bit more quick-witted, so we can kind, if something doesn't look good to us, we can see the other possibilities next to it, and maybe we can act quickly to get things done. Maybe not. That's a difficult one. It depends on you, it depends on the situation, and it depends on whatever it is that life is trying to teach you at the moment, and life is trying to teach me lots at the moment, believe me, it really is. But under the Gemini moon, getting things, in your mind, it's a good time for studying things and actually being able to retain the information. Anything intellectual where the mind wants to go out there and kind of find out more about what's happening with something, asking those kind of why and wherefore questions, and how things could possibly be the way they are, which in this worldly life we feel we know the world so well, but we're very often left wondering why on earth things are the way they are. It just seems to be life, really. Anyway, Gemini, it's a great sign to be under, but it does mean kind of things get a bit scattered, and that changeability, it's the twins influence, it's the fact that if we were actually dealing with physical human twins, they'd be very similar people, but pulling in slightly different directions and probably not wanting to be seen as joined together, joined at the hip all the time. That's just the way it is, and that is why, the twins idea has attached itself to this constellation, because that is just the way it is. It really is. Now, tomorrow, the big news is that we reach a new moon. It's actually right down to 0%, and the cycle starts again. The zodiac cycle started, last Thursday, I believe, when the moon entered Aries, and we start the Aries, Taurus, Gemini thing again to go through it. But new moon comes in tomorrow. Now, let me see, let's get these times right. It is 17 minutes to 1 Pacific, and on the west side, it is 17 minutes to 17 minutes to 4 Eastern, and 17 minutes to 9 p.m. here in the UK, because we are on our daylight saving time, British summertime at the moment. Now, a good thing to do today before that new moon comes in is thinking about the process of clearing. What's going to happen to all this wonderful manifestation energy coming in? Is it even going to get into the house? Is it even going to make it into our lives? Well, it's hard to see the relationship between having, say, a cluttered house or just, a mess getting in the way, and how that's actually going to stop the magical forces of the universe doing their work. You really wouldn't think that could get in the way, would you? But it really can, and it has everything to do with our own mind, because this is where the information has got to end up. And if our own mind, if we're living in a cluttered situation, or our own minds are cluttered up with lots of random thoughts about different things, it's very difficult to actually benefit anything from that cosmic information coming in from the universe. So it really is time to be cleaning, clearing, making way for the good to come in. That's the bottom line of it. At this very moment, the moon isn't quite there yet. She is 3.6% full. She doesn't actually grow or shrink very much near to the end of the cycle. It's more when we're coming up to full moon in the middle, she'll suddenly put on kind of 10% in the middle of the day or whatever. But we've actually got 3.6% to go in the next 24 hours. And so the lunar influence right now isn't all that strong. But it's going to be something we can feel about 2 days after new moon, when she starts to become visible in the sky. The feeling then is going to be strong. Okay, a quick look at the astro weather. Generally speaking, what's happening now? Mercury is void in Gemini, and Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini and Virgo, actually. So anything around day-to-day expression, general coordinating your plans of life, it should be supported, but you just never know with Mercury. That's why it's called mercurial. We may get some crazy weather. That seems to have passed here in UK at the moment. It looks like a lovely day to me, but I'm keeping my eye on the barometer, and I suggest you do too, because the weather tends to go a bit mad when Mercury is void in Gemini. In fact, when Mercury is void in just about anything, so who knows. Okay, gang, thanks very much for watching. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. Oh, it's a long story. I'll tell you as quickly as I can. Everyone who's trying to make it as a YouTuber now is sort of working for this thing called the YouTube algorithm, and it's best if you post something every single day. As I've been watching YouTube and seeing the YouTubers that I like to watch, I've noticed that there's some very good YouTubers coming on and making a not very interesting video for 5 minutes, and they haven't really got much to say, and that's just to satisfy this algorithm thing. In the spiritual life, you do not want to get sucked into anything that's kind of false like that, that's pulling you in a false direction, because it's pulling everyone in a false direction, really. It's trying to take over what television has been doing for so long, and it's beginning to succeed. So I'm only going to make videos if I've got something to say. There just wasn't much going on yesterday, and I thought, no point sitting there waffling for 5 minutes about nothing. So I've come on to that. I will be here tomorrow because it is actually a new moon and there's plenty to say. But these posts might not be daily, but they'll be here several times a week. So I hope you'll keep it, Twig Brother. I hope you'll keep it out there. I'll say it again. Thank you very, very much for everyone who's supported me, everyone who's subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, press that red button down below your screen now and make sure you tap the bell to get all the notifications. Then every time I post something, it'll be here. A bit more of the manifestation series coming up today. I'm actually moving that over from another channel, and part 3 is coming in today as long as I can upload it. Meanwhile, have a fantastic day, friends. I hope I see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you very soon. Have a great week. Have a beautiful time of it, and be ready for that new moon to start bringing the magic back to life. Have a good one. Bye-bye.